Hey, what is up, guys? Today I'm going to be giving a fish room tour. So this is the first tank. This is just a 10-gallon tank with a bunch of blue bolt shrimp in here. So I just have some random plants like dwarf's head. I put some pink flamingo crypt in here, some willow moss, java moss, water wisteria, and ludwigia. I also just have a bunch of blue bolts in here. Right now they're kind of just hiding, but trust me, I have like 100 or so in here. There's a couple of babies. You can just kind of see them. I'm also have a bunch of celestial pearl danio fry. They're really tiny though, so I don't know if you can see them. I mean, I think you can see them, but they're like really small. They're like at the top. Alright, so this is my first tank. I set this tank up in November of 2019, so I'm at 5 months, and I actually bought the blue bolts in December. And I bought 10, and they've been breeding really well, so I should have a bunch soon. So this is the second tank. This is like a weird little 7-gallon tank. It has like, I don't even know what it is. It's just weird. I just use this to raise some rainbow fish, and I have a bunch of 3 celestial pearl danios, and I've just been breeding them in this little cup thing. And in this tank, I think it's around 7 gallons or so. I'm not exactly sure, but I have some Anubias, just a bunch of like random snails. I also have cherry shrimp in here. I have the rainbows, the celestial pearl danios, and I've just been trying to breed the shrimp and put the celestial pearl danios in here to spawn. So it's going well so far. And the fry that were in the blue bolt tank are from the celestial pearl danios in this tank. So this right here is my third tank. This is just basically a breeding for profit tank. I have like a million endlers in here. These are all black bar endlers. And excuse the cloudiness of the tank. There's just so many fish in here that like it just becomes very cloudy, and but the water quality in here is really good. It looks bad because there's so many fish and I have to feed so much. So to maintain the nutrients in this tank, I just have a ginormous pothos plant and more pothos and like random plants everywhere. So then they just kind of suck up all the nitrates and stuff. And on this tank, I've had this line of endlers for around 2 years. So I've been breeding these for profit just to fund everything else. That's basically what I do. I sell these on eBay actually. I've stopped right now because of the virus, so I haven't been shipping fish right now, but usually I ship a bunch of these every couple weeks. And yeah, they're really cool, super easy, super hardy, super nice fish. There's actually a story about these. So when I went to India over the summer, okay, and then I left these in the care of my dad, which was not a great idea, to be honest. But what he did was he basically kept overfeeding the tank. So this tank was just like ammonia. There was like so much ammonia in here, and the fish are just like, basically they were on their last leg. And then when I came back, I was somehow able to like recover them, and now they're like super hardy. So when I shipped these one time, I actually had them survive for a month and 2 weeks or something in the mail. And I shipped it to some guy, and he was like, oh, they still didn't arrive, USPS made a mistake. So I was like, oh, damn it. And then I reshipped him another one. So the next shipment went, and then like 3 weeks later he like messaged me, and he was like, the next box came and the fish are alive, but they're hella skinny. And it was just, I don't know, I was just amazed that they somehow survived for so long. So I like really enjoy this line. So this is like a super hardy line of endlers. And in this tank I just have a bunch of algae. I'm just growing a bunch of algae and like random plants. And it's right next to the window, so it gets a lot of sun. So yeah, and here's my next tank. So this one is right now green water. I've just been kind of leaving it, like I don't really care that much, so I just leave it. And in this tank I have a bunch of rainbow tiger endlers. So these are super nice. I just kind of hate that I can't see them very well, but I guess that's how it goes, right? And I have 3 super red bristlenose plecos in here too, but you can't really see them. I also don't run any filters on these tanks. So the previous endler tank I showed you and this one, there's no filter. It's just airline. Just this one airline. I turned it off because it's really loud. So yeah, just put a bunch of plants and stuff. I also have pothos in here. It works really well. And this is just some jewel orchids that I'm just growing for my mom. She likes them, so yeah. So I actually originally got these fish last year in the summer. So like June or something, I bought one trio. And now I have all of these, but there's not that much cover in this tank, so they keep eating their fry, which is like really frustrating. So I have to put some cover in here, but I can't grow anything because of the green water. So, yeah. Okay, so this is my fifth tank. This one's a 29-gallon planted tank. This is kind of my show tank. This is the one I like do the most maintenance on. I work on it the most, and I try to make it look nice. But right now it's having like an algae bloom, which you can kind of see like the water's cloudy. I'm not exactly sure why, but I think it's from this medicated food. It had cause like so I recently bought these electric blue rams. They're super nice. I like them a lot. And basically what was happening was the male was kind of bloated, so I kept dosing some Epsom salt and stuff and feeding him this medicated food. And he's good now. They just spawned yesterday actually, and I didn't pull the eggs, and the snails just ate them. It was on that little slate piece over there. So their tank's kind of cloudy right now. I think it's because of the food or maybe bacteria. I'm not exactly sure. So in this tank I have a pair of Apistogrammas. So Apistogramma cockatoides, a pair of those. And I have the pair of electric blue rams. And there's the female Apistogramma. And I have a bunch of rainbow fish I've been breeding. They're the same ones that are in the Celestial Pearl Daniel tank. So that little 7-gallon, I have a bunch of fry in there. And here are all the like medium-sized ones. I actually lost a female. It jumped out, so I should get a cover. But yeah, so I just have the male back there. You can kind of see him. It looks pretty nice. And then I have this discus in here. He's really small, so I just wanted to try keeping a discus, and he's fine in this tank for now. So like, at least for the next couple months, he should be good. And I have a single cardinal tetra. I used to have two, but then the other one jumped out for some reason, which is disappointing. And here's the electric blue male. Kind of see, he looks really nice. I really like these rams. I just cannot raise the fry, which is like really sad because they keep fungusing, but I don't know why. But yeah, and I have two more Celestial Pearl Daniels. These ones are just so this one's actually Celestial Pearl Daniel, and then I have like an erythromicron, or I don't know exactly what it's called, but like when I bought them, they're all supposed to be Celestial Pearl Daniels. But I ended up getting some like weird thing, and they can hybridize. So I was like, okay, you know what? I don't want to breed them because they're gonna like hybridize, and it's not. So I didn't want hybrids. So yeah. And then in this tank, I have basically water wisteria, and then I have I don't even remember what this crypt is, but it's a nice crypt. It's really big. I like it. It looks cool. And here's another runner. I also have some bronze crypt. Or Cryptnuri. I can't really tell because it has the markings, but I'm not like sure. I don't think it's Cryptnuri, but yeah. And then I have some Crypt Pechi, and this one's still not growing. I think it's because it's getting really overly shaded. And I have like this giant carpet of dwarf sedge. It's doing really nice. It looks really cool. And then I have this tiny little Java fern, and here is some Rotala. Some I don't know. I think it's like a common type of Rotala. It's really not super rare or anything. And then I have this little piece of Ludwigia. So the previous piece I had in here just died for some reason, and I have no idea why. But so I just I had some in my shrimp tank, so I was like, okay, you know what? I'll move it over, and I moved it over, and it looks to be okay. So hopefully it does good. I'm just kind of there, and more water wisteria because when the Rotala died, there was like a giant hole there, and I was like, hey, it looks bad. So I was like, okay. When I trimmed the thing, when I trimmed the water wisteria, I just put more of it right here. And here's some more of the Crypt Pechi and the Pink Flamingo Crypt. It looks to be doing really good right now. It's doing better. Here's the female electric blue ram. These are like orange head electric blues. They're really nice. I'm going to try to breed them, so stay tuned if you guys want to see that. And Apistogramma cockatoides as well. I've been trying to breed those as well, but I don't have a cave, so I feel like they spawned a couple days ago, but I'm not sure. She's not guarding them, so obviously I don't think they spawned, but I hope they will soon. And here's just some Anubias. So this is like, what I do for Anubias is how to get these tiny little plants, is get one large plant and just let it keep growing, don't cut it or anything. And on the side, after like a couple months, it starts growing like these little shoots, and then they just grow into these baby plants. So I've actually pulled a lot of baby plants off the one in the shrimp tank. And yeah, so this one's my 29-gallon planted tank. The substrate is just Eco-Complete. It's a really easy tank. I like it. It looks nice, in my opinion. It's not as nice as some of those like Aquascape tank, but it's easy maintenance, no CO2 or anything. Just some fertilizers that I put in like once a week or so. And this one's really nice. So thank you for watching. Please subscribe, like, comment. Stay tuned because I'll be having some more videos about how to breed dwarf Dino rainbows and hopefully the electric blue rams and the Celestial Pearl Danios and the shrimp and stuff. So stay tuned. Thank you for watching. Bye.